my friend Luna. Thank you so much for stopping by, trusting me with your cards, and all that jazz. This reading is for Aries placements. Y'all, it's hot in the south. It just is. I turned off the air so you guys could hear me. I am going to, of course, read for Aries, but I will say in advance that normally Aries readings go by like really fast. So if you interact in the chat, it might be a little bit longer, but most of the time when doing like Aries readings, like how I've been doing the last few, actually several years, they go by lightning fast. So just a few more fans and I'm gone, or the fan's gone in my hand. So one of your messages, Aries, from the Oracle message is to choose friends wisely. I think there's like a fly in my window, so I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's like it's a fly on like one of the inside windows, the screen, the window. I think it's like in between there. So RIP to the fly soon. I know that thing is trying to get out, be like, no, it's too hot in here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. I have a few stones here. I have amethyst, smoky quartz, and then I have citrine. Okay, so if my face also gets like really hot, I'm fine. Gonna turn off I'm gonna turn on the air as soon as I'm done with this reading, and then I'm going to paint for the rest of the day and cook. So very excited. All right, Aries. Another message for you. Before we get into the tarot, I'm going to be shuffling the OG Rider-Waite. Okay, so for Aries, other than choose friends wisely, we have choose yourself. Grieve your losses. So I know a lot of Aries are going through a healing phase right now. Some of you could have lost certain people recently. My condolences, my deepest sympathy. Everything's gonna be okay. Time doesn't heal everything, that's for sure. There's some things that just feel unfair, but at the same time, Aries, you know you're gonna persevere. So do what you gotta do what you've always done, and let's see from here. So from choose your friends wisely and love yourself, those two I want to say are definitely together. Grieve your losses, I feel like, is in its own little pile, but let's really look into this from the Rider-Waite Tarot perspective for Aries placements. So we have the World card. You're done. I don't know what you've done with Aries. Hello. I don't know what you've done with Aries, but you're done. For some of you, not all of you, if you have a passed over loved one, hello, I do feel like just be aware that you might get dreams coming up. I know, like, as Aries placements, the beginning of the zodiac, you guys are either interested in it when your heart is open to it or you're not. So I don't want to push any of my beliefs on you. So if, again, you do have a passed over loved one, it seems like they either want to visit you in your dreams, or there's certain things that they want you to understand. Like, what's popping out right now is like, it's okay to be soft. Not saying you're stupid, but it's like soft, not stupid. I don't know why that phrase is really important, but as you step into your power, as you step out into the world, this could also be online. Ooh, choose your friends wisely online is what's coming through as well. We have the Four of Swords that just came out. So what I'm also getting is some people may feel some type of way because you want to rest, because you want to love yourself. That's very strange. Very strange. So when I brought you that hamburger, who are you? Wait a minute. I run errands for people. Who are you? That was low-key chill. I can't remember right now. but that's probably because like I'm channeling and like a certain part of my brain is like hooked into something else. So, or divinity, I should say, something else, divinity. Okay. I don't even know if you're trolling anymore. So moving on to the next. So with the Four of Swords here, next we have the Death card. So again, for some of you who have had different people cross over, they definitely want to like speak to you about a few things. So those are deeply personal messages, but I do feel like things are just going to pop up in your own personal life that's going to really draw your attention to other things. You could also have Scorpio placements here. If you have Scorpio placements, yeah, give yourself some time. And yes, people do feel some type of way with you kind of like leaning back a little bit. Why? I think it's because you're so potent. You have this magnetism to you. Like if you have Scorpio placements along with your Aries placements, you have Mars energy. Someone's trying to tap into your core and it's not going to work. It's a weird message to come true. Oh my gosh. Hell no. Anyway, let's see what else is going on here. Ooh, we have the Nine of Swords, and then we also have the Seven of Swords here. Ooh. I don't read a lot of my cards in reversals, so we're just going to take it upward. If you're having a hard time sleeping, that this is presenting itself right now. If somebody has stolen from you recently, you will receive those accolades back. Be mindful with how much you look at your phone coming up, especially if you're in grief. There could be a few people who are angry at you and don't know you're in grief. Strange. Very strange. Very strange behavior. Distance yourself from these people. Who are these people? Notification on my end. That's very strange. Nine of Swords. I think for some of you, you definitely need some fresh air. I don't know how long you've been inside. There's a Sagittarius here that's going to help you, but also again, like divine angel energy coming through. Temperance, Eight of Pentacles. The angels from the other side have your back. You could be stressed about money at this time. Some of you could have really been pushing through your grief to go to work. Some of you, you haven't been pushing through your grief. This could also be affecting your body as well, where your body's like, sit down. You are putting in this new effort when it comes down to work with the Eight of Pentacles here. There's something about Virgo season as well, or you could have Virgo placements. You could have Sagittarius placements, but what's really coming through right now is like learning energy or guardian angel energy. There's something about somebody close to you also potentially lost a child. I am so sorry if that is the case. There is a lot of grief in this reading, but I think it's Saturn before it even went into retrograde. This is Neptune coming into your chart where it's like, hey, Aries, not to insult you, but have you been too strong in the wrong areas? Or have you pushed through and really hurt yourself in certain ways because you've just been trying to rush through your emotions? It's time to get the proper outlet in this situation. If somebody has stolen from you, let's see what's going on here. Queen of Swords, authority. What I'm also getting is there's something wrong with someone's mental. But this kind of comes through as an officer with this Queen of Swords here. I don't get that often, but I do feel like if you made a report, I don't know, this person, it's like they know somebody in the court system, something like that. But this person who has stolen from you, I also feel like they have a lot of charm. Something about them has a lot of charm where they try to talk themselves out of a situation, or they're very calculating. This person is also lying to officers, lying to the police, lying to... when this gets to the courtroom and they lie to the judge, they are digging their own grave. So this person will trip up. They will trip themselves up. So if there's any type of mocking spirits, taunting spirits, anything like that, all the swords then fall back on them. Your responsibility right now is to put yourself back together. I also feel like this could have been from a few months ago, a few years ago. This does not have to be recent, but this is recent on your heart. This is what's coming up. You as well could have been a part of the group that was most affected by Mercury retrograde in Cancer. This combination of Temperance, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Your angels are also looking over you when you're at work, because they know there's certain people around you who are just miserable and they want to put that energy out on you. And it's something about you telling the truth. Hello. It's something about you telling the truth that people just don't like right now at work, especially. But your angels, your spirit guides, they have you. Unfortunately, I do feel like for some of you, given the next few months or maybe sometime into the next year, potentially could be weeks, but Pentacles is normally months, Swords, days, weeks, for sure. But you might have to leave this establishment, but you'll know when that time is, because look at this. The angels are just like, not on my watch. You keep putting in this hard, beautiful work for someone to then just tear you down. No. And then for others of you, if you have medical issues, it does seem like people are talking behind your back. That's for sure. But there's something about justice here, coming back to the court. So whatever the situation is of somebody stealing something from you in the past, you will get justice over the situation. There's something about cleanliness here. Notification on my end. Try as best as you can to look the part these days. For some of you, you could fight me. Could be like, oh no, I want to look this way. I want to look that way. I want to look this way. I want to look that way. You might be upset with yourself if you are single and looking for the right and or proper suitor. Your money equals theirs is what it looks like. So you have good matches coming through, but they may turn the other direction because there's just like, where's this person? Where's this person? Like, you may not look the part for them. And of course, people are just like, oh, but if it's true love, it'll come back around. It'll come back around. But, you know, as ladies, as women, and I guess as men too, you know, you still want to look a certain way. You still want to have a certain confidence too. Oh my gosh. Leo season is hair growth season. So I have all these baby hairs just like growing here and there. So, whew, I'm fighting this heat, but it's all good. I'm gonna get through this reading for sure. There's some of the people around you, some of your friends who are not okay with you trying to better yourself, or they're okay with you being small or thinking small. Also, backhanded compliments. I said this yesterday with Pisces. There's something going on here. They want to put the Aries back in fight or flight. 3 of Wands here. You need to check back in with the divinity upstairs. I don't know why that is poking out to me the most. But either way, because 3 of Wands is normally about like just waiting for certain things to come in. So if you're trying to climb the ladder to any degree, I don't see right now anyone's trying to, in a different group or in a different sense, to poke and prod at you. So if the messages applied in the past, you know, of course, just take those as well. But I don't know, there's like a different reading or a different energy that's coming through where it's just like no one's really trying to pick a fight with you right now. So you could have Libra placements, you could have Sagittarius placements here. I don't see them really trying to pick a fight with you. I feel like they know you're on the rise. They're on the come up. They're on the come up or you're on the come up. Yeah, choose your friends wisely here. There's this huge push of like distancing yourself away from other people, because an annoyance today can turn into something major later is what I'm getting. King of Wands. This reading's going everywhere a little bit. The World, Death, Four of Swords. You're trying to stay inside. But if you are with somebody who is a King of Wands, potentially a Sagittarius, now through your eyes, you're just like, what happened to this person? Like they really were bringing like this light into my life, and to a certain extent they still are. But you're getting the sense of every single time you're around them, there's something that's outside of your control. Now, astrologically speaking, they have Uranus in their 7th house of partnerships. So you would be right to feel a certain type of way. And of course, they are going through their own level of character development. So is it easy? No, but it does feel like there is like this test of faith here to some degree, or loyalty or something like that. Something. With the World card here, some of you really are trying to put yourself out there, coming back to money. Choosing your friends wisely. I think you're trying to be in the right crowds now, whatever that means to you. I don't know the severity of how much or how long you've been waiting to be treated right, but I think you're going around people who you know are just going to treat you better. Okay. So we have self-care. It says in the small print, wine counts probably. I don't know, that's up to you, whether like you smoke, nothing too terrible out there, okay? Don't be crazy now. But there is this level of self-care. Like you've been doing a lot for people. It's okay for you to relax. So you are, oh my gosh, I finally have the chat up. Okay, so I guess that person earlier was just a troll. Whatever. I was really thinking, I was just like, wait a minute, I've definitely like run some errands recently. Anyway. So self-care, we have Gemini, embrace duality. So your communication is also embracing for duality. Something about twins here. Doesn't just have to be a Gemini, something about twins. I'm not sure. The twins are going to help you out, whatever that means. The twins. Ask the twins. I don't know what that's supposed to be about. I don't know in reference at all. Okay, we also have angel numbers. Universe is trying to talk to you. There could be a Gemini person who's using angel numbers, a Scorpio person using angel numbers, a Sagittarius using angel numbers, a Libra using angel numbers. I feel like this reading is supposed to resonate who it's supposed to resonate with, because I'm like, what? Okay. We have growth and hard truth. So growth away from the hard truth, or truth, hard truth leading to massive growth. So growth, learn the lesson, receive blessings, or blessing. But let's go ahead and put an S on that, okay? So there's been major growth away from a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, 3rd house, so on and so forth. And then we have hard truth. You're the drama this time. So I think a Gemini, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, a Libra is waking up to how they're the problem. Vice versa, notification on my end. Okay, so what's going on with this Sagittarius and Libra? Cleanse that. Your aura is giving musty. I don't know, there's something, I don't know. It's also giving like it could be a sibling, it could be a child, it could be different friends. I'm not really sure, but or maybe this is like two people back and forth in a divorce. I don't necessarily know how you're connected to these people, but yeah, just staying away from these individuals. So let's look into this 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords business. Delete the thread, hang up, block, erase, repeat. So you may have blocked this person. They may have blocked you after a conversation because they're just like, oh, I can hoodwink this person. I can really pull the wool over this person's eye. And they just kind of like deleted it. But I also feel like this person is two-faced. Again, does not have to be a Gemini, but there's somebody two-faced here where as soon as they delete something, they're just like, oh, I have like a lot of growth in this situation. And it's like, So we also have shadow work. This person is going to get hit very hard during the Saturn retrograde that we're experiencing now. It started today. Okay. So they may have evaded things for a certain period of time, a certain length of time, but they will get and be caught. So what's this world energy here? What's the world energy about? Divinely protected, you walk through storms dry. You're not lucky, you're guarded by your angels, by your loved ones. Again, it's repeating over and over again where it's just like your angels, your guides, the divinity that exists in this world. Right now it wants to look over Aries, especially if you've been alchemizing things properly. You are protected. You are protected. I don't know why this reading seems a little sideways. Maybe it's the energy that you guys have been feeling recently due to the retrogrades, Neptune. It just feels sideways. And as a 12th houser myself, normally when walking into Aries readings, it's very grounded, but right now it feels very tilted, skewed even. You're worried about family. You're worried about moving forward. You could potentially be worried about bills. You could be reminiscing over the past a bit and past mistakes to a certain degree. Or you are understanding that people are tugging on your energy here or there. I feel like for some of you, you're looking back in terms of like love energy or like the relationships that you've been in. And then when it comes down to moving forward every day, it's like friends, family, or ex-relatives or something along those lines, or ex-friends, I don't know. Colleagues, I don't know. They're looking on your social media. They're trying to get your attention. For some of you, it's vice versa. But I do feel like there are certain doors that need to stay closed right now. So divinely protected, Aries. It could even be against another Aries. Interesting. Because you know the cycle of an Aries being an Aries. So you know that certain things are going to calm down or you're going to have like a way out. Sagittarius again. Yeah, I'm a head out. That's what the small print says. That's crazy. I know like the camera has it like backwards, but that's what it says. So heavy on you also having potentially Sagittarius placements here as well. It's a very vague reading. Don't text an ex. I said what I said. Do not text the ex. And normally it resonates with people who are in this gentle energy of I need like I know this. Like I know this was wrong. Different patterns have repeated here and there. I'm going to slowly move away. So it's alignment. It's not necessarily something forced, like I'm giving like you a demand. I'm wagging my finger at you. No, 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 no. This is like a gentle reminder of just, yeah, see, alignment. A gentle reminder now that you are in alignment, don't text them. You already know what's up. And I popped on that one. So okay. Anything else from the Divine Energy Oracle cards? And then I'm going to let you guys go. Tune out distractions. You need to get pack. Interesting. So if you have children, there could be like a fundraiser coming up before school starts. There could be like a backpack theme or something like that. I'm not really sure. But anyway, for Aries, you need to get back to your practicality. Okay. There's something here where you also might find more fun being analytical coming up. So again, this could go back to work, or you could be doing something like this in your spare time and you know it's going to pay off. So anything else when it comes down to the Divine Energy Oracle deck for Aries? It says ask with sincerity. And bottom of the deck, we have focus on success. And then shine your light. I think you're confused as well when it comes down to the Gemini energy and your protection. But things are in alignment. We have divine union here. Something about Mercury retrograde. Divine timing. Red flag. Toxic. Move in silence. Aries. So you can protect your money. Good. That was straight to the point. That would have been a 5-minute reading if I just did it that way. Being like, okay, Aries, see you later. But we have reached the end of this reading. If you haven't, give the video a thumbs up, I guess. I'm always going to be awkward when saying that. I don't know. It's a me thing. But I'm going to go ahead and go. It is hot. I need to turn this air back on. Goodness. If you're from the South, you get it. You get it. And of course, like everywhere else in the country, everywhere else in the world is also going through this heat stuff. But in the South, we got muggy weather. So I'm going to go cool off and paint for the rest of the day. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday if you're watching this now. But whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a great afternoon, evening, night, morning, and I will talk to you guys